Good. All right, we'll start with the opening statement from Coach, then open up for questions.
A lot kind of went into that game, I guess, a little bit. Interesting start. Didn't love it. Couldn't find an offensive flow rhythm really there early. Definitely couldn't make many shots in the first quarter. Gave up some stuff defensively that I thought we had prepared a little bit better for. But I really thought we got considerably better as the game went on, and really liked us at times. I mean, that was really, really good at times. Obviously, the pressure was different. When you turn a team over 30 times in your league, and then go get 39 points off the turnovers, that should lead to a good night. But I thought there were times we executed a little bit better, and that's been one of my gripes, that we haven't executed in the half court. So I thought there were times when we got into the half court we executed. But that team averages, I think, close to 80, if I'm not mistaken, right around 80, and to hold them to 46, and heck, they had 22 after one quarter. So there was 2 quarters in there that I thought were pretty elite defensively. We got 4 into double figures, which is typically pretty important for us, at least 3. And if we can get to 4, I think we got a great chance to win. So the obvious ones, the names, but I thought Sydney Woodley was really, really good tonight. I thought our activity defensively changed some games, possessions, got JJ in the open floor a little bit, where she's pretty dynamic, and especially to start that fourth quarter. So, yeah, proud of the effort. We needed that one. We needed to bounce back. I would have been worried if we didn't, coming off of a loss and playing the team that had already beat us, and we're at home. So we needed to do something. I don't know if special is the right word, but we needed to be back to ourselves a little bit. And obviously another big one coming up on Sunday, but I'm proud of this one.
Coach, did you feel that your team received the message about finishing games?
Yeah, and I guess based on the fourth quarter, I guess they did. But when we went into the huddle, CU had 40. When we played at their place, they had 40. It was 51-40 at their place, and I believe 49-40 going into the fourth. So that was brought up in the huddle, and to make sure we finish. And that's what we had talked about for the last couple of days. At OSU, we didn't finish. We had a double-digit lead, played at CU with 16-point lead in the third quarter, didn't finish the fourth. So we had to get better. We worked on it the last 2 days. Coach has been a little grumpy. So I wanted to make sure they came out and understood, I guess, the assignment, so to speak. And, yeah, proud of them for that one.
There are going to be games, of course, where you're off or your team's off or whatever, just don't play well. This team seems like it has those big kind of breaks, though, a lot from quarter to quarter in games. Have you had a team like that before, and is there anything you try to do to address that, or is that something they just have to play through?
Yeah, we address it for sure. We've got to work through it. Still trying to find a little more depth, and it's game to game with us, but I like that, essentially our first group plus Woodley for most of it, and kind of went with that rotation. We're still working through it. But yeah, we're a little peak and valley-ish too much, and we need to flatline a little bit more, and not let teams back in, or we make the run and then kind of give it up. And we've done that a couple times too this year, more so on the road than we have at home. So I do think this team has a little bit of a different home identity than we do on the road, and that's what we really need to get figured out.
Coach, are you aware that JJ is now 9th in career scoring at WVU?
Thanks to Chris Coombs, I am, who just let us know that, and we let JJ and the team know that in the locker room. So, yeah, pretty cool. I think she's about to chase some Bulgers down, isn't she? Can't remember who's next, but I think there's some that are coming. So, yeah, big-time player. She means a lot to this program. And the fact that she stayed, which we've talked about through 3 coaches, is it's pretty unique this time.
Coach, is she a dying breed with the way that things are trending in college athletics? Like, will there ever be another player that will do this over 4 years at WVU?
I don't know. I never would say never, that there won't be. She'll be in a select class. Will any player stay through 3 coaching changes ever again? I don't know about that. That would be really, really different if somebody did that anywhere, not necessarily just here. That's what's so unique, I think, about JJ and the decision she made. But obviously, we're happy that she did, and I think she's been better. She probably would be a little disappointed in her performance at OSU, and we watched a lot of film from some of that, and especially some offensive stuff. And I thought she kind of reined it back in and got right again tonight.
There was a moment in the second quarter where Colorado looked like got back-to-back jump balls. You were given an explanation. What were you told there in that spot?
Yeah, well, because there was a foul before the ball was inbounded, so the possession arrow doesn't change until the ball's inbounded. So there has to be a inbound possession before the arrow can change. So bad rule for us in that situation because we kind of lost it. That's where I don't like it. But had it been the other way, that would have been, that's why the rule's in place.
Jordan leading you in rebounding tonight. Just talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, she was good. I mean, she turned it over more than she would like, but Jordan can do a lot of things. And she's so active defensively. She can rebound. In high school, Jordan was a great rebounding guard and actually blocked so many shots for somebody so small. I mean, she was a dynamite rebounder. So early on this year, I didn't think she was rebounding at her capability. Kind of challenged her, I don't know, a month or so ago to rebound a little bit more, and those numbers rebounding just kind of keep going up and up. So I think she's kind of getting back to form in that area, scoring it a little bit, obviously an assist player, and just got to tighten up the handle some.
We talked about that with Coach DeVries and Javon Small, too, and his rebounding. What makes her a good rebounder? Obviously, she's not jumping over people. Is it position, anticipation? What makes her good at it?
Yeah, well, I think most rebounders, I use the term, it's a will and a want. It's not necessarily anymore, like we don't even teach blocking out, so to speak, as a technique much. This is more of will, want, where's the angles, where's the ball going to come. I like rebounding guards for a couple of reasons. One, it obviously leads your break, but a lot of times the opposing point guard is not a rebounder. They're the get-back person, so they have a free run in for a rebound. So you got a free pass. You don't have to block out as much. Go rebound, and then we're not making outlets. We can just get a rebound and kick it ahead and play in space.
Kylie had her season high in minutes tonight, so what made her such a good matchup that you wanted to keep her out on the floor all that long?
Yeah, well, she's been this is 3 or 4, I think, in a row in double figures for Kylie, so she's starting to play even better and better. I mean, it's matchup driven a little bit, though, unfortunately for her, but we played her at the 5, played her at the 4. She's just been much better. They don't have a 6'6" back-to-basket physical kid, too, so we can match that a little bit better, but she was coming off of her, I think, season high, wasn't she, at Oklahoma State, probably in points. She outscored all their big kids, and so she's a mismatch either way. It's a mismatch for us on offense with her ability to stretch. If they have size, may have an advantage just from a strength perspective with Kylie, so we can do some other things. Obviously, now we get Audie Crooks, at Iowa State, so that's, that may have a different game plan. But yeah, Kylie's been really good, playing with a lot of confidence.
You mentioned Audie Crooks. How is this team different than last year's team, you guys, in how you're going to be able to guard her?
Yeah, I don't know, and I'm not telling you if I did know. So we'll get to work on that one, but I ain't giving that away in any way, shape, or form. So, if they're listening, they're not going to get that one. Sorry, Coach.
Coach, what do you just think changed the most from December when you guys lost by 5 to these gals, and today? What do you think changed the most from those 2 games?
Well, the fourth quarter is what changed. I mean, really, the first 3 were not the same, but the score looked the same after 3. Our defensive identity was night and day different. I mean, I think we turned them over 18 times, but didn't lead to much offensively. And so I thought that was really the difference, to be honest, was just our defensive identity. And it was us. It looked like us at their place. It didn't. It turned into a half-court game when we scored 60, I think, and so they slowed the pace down. We could never get it at the pace that we wanted. We got it at the pace we wanted today.
Coach, in that first half, it seemed like on the inside the defense was struggling. Going into the second half, it got a lot better. Was that sort of a scheming change, or was that kind of just on the players turning up the intensity?
Yeah, a little bit of both. Way more on them than anything schematically we did. I mean, we talked through a few things, made just a few slight adjustments on some coverages, but and then they hit a couple high post jump shots in that third quarter that they hadn't done. It was just making adjustments. Maybe ball pressure too takes away a few of the things that they're looking for.
We worked hard to get the lead at halftime, and then it went away in like the first minute 20 of the third. What'd you see after the response to that 32-31 deficit? I think you ran all 15 in a row.
Yeah, that was absolutely a horrific start again, and that's something else we've got to, we'll continue to address, as we have not had great third quarters at times. Other times we've been really good in the third quarter. Last year, our third quarter was our best quarter. So we'll go back to the drawing board and figure out what's going on there. But I thought, again, we were ready to go, but I didn't like our energy necessarily. They got out, got some easy baskets. I think we had probably turnovers, quite a few of them. And then, just settled in, changed our energy, changed the dynamic of what we do, and found some early offense, some easy offense, and made some shots. I think Shaw hit maybe a 3 or 2 in there, maybe somebody else. Just got the gap back.
Iowa State was one of the preseason favorites to win the Big 12. Obviously not off to the best year, but still a very good team. How important are the fans going to be for that game coming up?
Yeah, huge. I mean, it's Iowa State men and our men obviously on Saturday, and then we turn around and this is Fox. I keep calling it the Big Fox. Like, this is Fox for us on Saturday. So we have 5 national TV games. This is one of those. I would love to let everybody see what we have here, what it looks like, put the environment on TV. Obviously, we need to do our part. Quality, really good basketball team. One of the best coaches in the country who I have a ton of respect for. So anyway, we'll start the game plan tomorrow. But, it will be huge. We feed off of it. We've had a great home identity here for a couple years, year and a half since I've been here. And so, for the most part, we've had great crowds all year long. And hopefully we have the best one of the season Sunday at 1 o'clock. So come on, everybody.
Thanks, Coach.